Miss Tachibana, congratulations on your first homeroom class! I'll take on more of the workload, so you can focus on getting used to being a homeroom teacher. My name's Tomoya Sasajima. I'm a 26-year-old teacher who has been working at Lovekoi Elementary School for 4 years. At the beginning of this school year, I had this conversation with Miss Tachibana, who had just started as a homeroom teacher.
Thank you so much. I might cause some trouble, but I'll do my best.
Being a teacher, a job where you can share in the joy of children's growth up close, has been my dream since I was little. Mr. Sasajima, I don't get this problem. What should I do? It's the percentage problem we learned the other day. How are we supposed to solve it? Oh, I think I get it now. I might be able to do it. Seeing the children's faces light up with a smile like flowers blooming when they understand something is what makes me happiest. Looking at his notebook, Kenji-kun muttered, I really messed up. I forget things we've learned so quickly and make mistakes. That's not true. Everyone makes mistakes or has things they're not good at. What's important isn't not making mistakes, but how you make use of them. And if you still struggle, we can always help each other out.
Mr. Sasajima, but isn't that cheating on a test?
Oh, that's no good. Tests are an exception.
Mr. Sasajima, there's a call from the Tosaka family on line 1.
Thank you, I'll take it. I'm good at dealing with students and parents, and I think I have a pretty good reputation, even if I say so myself. I'm sure that teaching is the perfect job for me. At least, that's what I thought. At the end of the school year, there was a staff reshuffle, and in April, a new vice principal was appointed, which changed everything. The new motto was to leave classroom matters to the teachers, so the grade level work was handed over to the homeroom teachers. Taking advantage of this, Mr. Saeki, the grade leader of the 5th grade, began doing as he pleased. Mr. Sasajima, about this month's grade newsletter. It's your turn again. What? Again? I thought we agreed to take turns writing the grade newsletter. My class has been dealing with some friendship issues, so I'm really busy. I'm confident in my communication skills, but I'm pretty bad at admin tasks. Mr. Saeki kept piling more grade level work on me, which only increased my workload in areas I wasn't good at.
I can help you. You're juggling a lot right now, Mr. Sasajima.
She offered, but Miss Tachibana was already overwhelmed as a first-year homeroom teacher. It was clear that she couldn't take on more, so I tried to refuse her offer whenever I could. And then, Sasajima sensei? Haven't you contacted the field trip venue yet? Aren't you too incompetent? How can someone like you be a homeroom teacher for these sensitive 5th graders? Are you taking this job seriously? I'm sorry. Mr. Saeki started to gripe at me, making sure no other teachers noticed. Why is he only targeting me? I'm a well-liked teacher. Eventually, he dumped all the tasks on me. The monthly grade newsletter, planning the events for the May Sports Day, and preparing for the summer camp. Mr. Saeki's behavior escalated, leading to an increase in my workload and more overtime. My mind and body were both wearing down. Official work hours ended at 5 PM, but I couldn't leave until at least 9 PM every night. I even started working on weekends, but neither the overtime nor the weekend work was paid, so I was effectively working for free. The other teachers were too busy with their own duties. In Japan, it's generally accepted that teachers work unpaid overtime. Miss Tachibana apparently tried to talk to Mr. Saeki about improving things, but he dismissed it as necessary for career advancement, so nothing changed. Then, one day, something strange happened. When I tried to leave my house for work, my feet wouldn't move forward. This might be bad. I quickly called work and headed to the hospital. They referred me to a psychiatrist, who diagnosed me with mild depression. I had planned to take a break during the summer and think about my future, but my condition worsened. I'm sorry, I become depressed. Please let me resign. So you couldn't handle the demands of teaching after all. Fine, you're dismissed. Yes, I'm sorry. Resigning in the middle of the school year left me feeling deeply sorry for the students and parents I loved so much. And so, I left the school with a heavy heart filled with regret. After quitting, I found myself with nothing to do, spending aimless days at home. I've gotten calls from Miss Tachibana and other teachers after that, but I didn't have the courage to answer, so I just listened to the voicemails and sent messages in return. I can't keep going on like this. I need to do something to lift my spirits. That's it, a trip. I haven't taken one in a while. I've always loved hot springs and used to travel often during long holidays. Hoping to heal my heavy heart, even if just a little, I decided to take a solo trip. Whoa, the smell of the hot springs and this scenery, it's wonderful! A week later, I managed to snag a reservation at a ryokan on the waitlist and arrived at a hot spring town. It was bustling with people because of the summer break, and the lively atmosphere of the town made my heart stir for the first time in a while. I decided to check in at the ryokan I had reserved, Hotomeki Ryokan.
Welcome, Mr. Sasajima. Thank you for coming. We can serve your meal either in the banquet hall or your room. Which would you prefer?
Then I'll have it in the banquet hall, please.
Certainly.
After soaking in the hot spring and having dinner, I noticed that the proprietress and her staff seemed to be in a bit of a rush. Feeling concerned, I left the banquet hall to see what was going on.
Keiko-chan, have you finished preparing the futons in the rooms? Well, I was setting up the meals first, so I haven't gotten to it yet. Oh no, the guests will be returning to their rooms soon. I'll get them ready right away.
Are they short-staffed? Is something wrong, proprietress? You look like you're short on staff, so I got worried.
Mr. Sasajima? Actually, due to a staff member falling ill, we are indeed short-staffed. I deeply apologize for the inconvenience this has caused you.
I see. If it's alright with you, I'd be happy to help out while I'm here.
What? We could never ask a guest to do such a thing.
I'm just a novice, so my abilities are limited. But I used to be a teacher, so I'm confident in my physical strength and communication skills.
Really? That's very reassuring, but it's your vacation.
It's fine. I've been so touched by everyone's warm hospitality. I'd love to help out.
In that case, it's with great reluctance that I accept your offer. Thank you.
And so, I ended up helping with the ryokan's work for the next 2 days as much as I could.
Young man, thank you for preparing the room.
I'll be nearby, so please let me know if you need anything.
Oh, in that case, could I ask you about some local sightseeing spots?
Once I started working, I found that being a maid was quite physically demanding. It also required quick thinking, so I carefully did my job while consulting with Hana-san and the other maids.
Mr. Sasajima, we can't thank you enough for your help.
2 days later, after getting through the busy period with many guests, the proprietress looked greatly relieved as she saw off the last of them. Oh no, I'm just glad I could be of some assistance.
You did more than help. Your hospitality received excellent reviews from the guests. I understand you're currently looking for a job, Mr. Sasajima. I believe this work is your calling. How about working with us?
Huh? The proprietress's suggestion echoed in my mind, and I found myself pondering the idea of working as a ryokan maid. Could I have some time to think about it? My mind's a bit jumbled right now.
Of course. I look forward to hearing from you.
After a month of contemplation, I decided to become a maid and return to Hotomeki Ryokan.
I'm really grateful that you moved close to the ryokan.
I just couldn't forget those fulfilling 2 days. I started thinking that maybe there are places other than my previous job where I can make a difference.
Your hospitality is excellent. I can vouch for that. Let's work together from now on.
The days that followed were busy, but incredibly enjoyable. Led by the kind proprietress, Hana Takeuchi, the staff were warm and welcoming, and I was blessed with wonderful colleagues.
Mr. Sasajima, we received a survey from the guests who stayed with us the other day. They rated your hospitality the highest.
Really? That makes me so happy! The proprietress was aware of my depression and kept a warm eye on me as I worked. And I was blessed with wonderful guests too.
Thank you again, Mr. Sasajima. I'm so glad you're working here. Your hospitality really helps soothe the daily stress.
It makes me happy to hear that. Please visit us again anytime. The regulars remembered my face and name, and I started receiving more compliments on my hospitality.
Mr. Sasajima, you're really popular with the guests. As a senior maid, I can't afford to lose to you.
My colleague, Miss Ohara, spoke to me cheerfully. There was no malice in her words, and I found myself smiling naturally. Thank you. I'm really enjoying every day of work too. The painful days at the elementary school felt like they were slowly being cleansed over the past few months. I never imagined there'll be a job that suited me so well. I'm really glad I came here. Meanwhile, the school I left was preparing for the new school year and the upcoming field trip.
The field trip will be held as planned in the third week of June. The parent-teacher conference will be held during the open house at the beginning of April.
The number of participants is 105 as planned. I'll confirm the dates with the accommodation. Yes, the documents seem to be in order. Make sure the plan is solid so that there are no complaints from the parents.
Yes, we want the kids to have a fun field trip.
In May, my voice echoed through Hotomeki Ryokan. You're accepting Lovekoi Elementary School's field trip?
Yes, I heard they needed to change accommodations suddenly, so we agreed to host them.
The 6th graders from Lovekoi Elementary were the ones I was homeroom teacher for before I resigned in the summer. They were supposed to stay elsewhere last year. I never expected to see them again like this. I wasn't sure what face to show them. I felt the lingering clouds in my heart grow a little thicker. On the day of the group's arrival, I waited nervously for the children to arrive. The moment they spotted me at the ryokan's entrance, the kids exclaimed in surprise and delight, "Hey, it's Mr. Sasajima!"
You're working here? I'm so happy to see you!
Been a while, everyone. You look well. It's been less than a year since I last saw them, but the kids have grown so much. It made me keenly aware of the passage of time.
Welcome to Hotomeki Ryokan. We'll do our best to make this a fun field trip for you all. Thank you. Everyone, please say your greetings.
Thank you very much! As I watched the kids happily chatting and heading to their rooms. So you quit teaching, and now you're working here, huh? The familiar unpleasant voice in my ear sent a chill down my spine. Mr. Saeki, long time no see. Well, I'm counting on you today. Heh. I'll do my best to make your stay enjoyable. I forced a big smile and let Mr. Saeki's snide remarks slide. After finishing their day's itinerary, the kids returned to the ryokan for dinner, and I cleaned up the banquet hall. Serving over 100 guests was much more work than usual, and although I was exhausted, I kept a smile on my face. Ah, there you are, Mr. Sasajima. Mr. Saeki, how can I help you? Mr. Saeki called out to me while I was alone in the banquet hall. Then he closed the sliding door and entered the room. A bad feeling came over me, and that feeling soon turned into certainty. Are you sure you're managing this ryokan job properly? What? His pointed sarcasm caught me off guard, and I froze for a moment. Because, you know, you quit teaching because you couldn't handle the admin work, right? A person who couldn't even last until the end of the school year. Do you really think you can handle hospitality? I'm grateful to everyone at this ryokan for teaching me the value of fulfilling work, especially when I was lost after leaving teaching. Fulfilling, huh? I bet you'll get some terrible guests too. And after dealing with all those complaints, you might just run away again, saying you're depressed or whatever. Heh. Ugh. You couldn't even do your job properly. Aren't you causing trouble to your customers too? I couldn't even handle the tasks I was given, so I had no response. Just then. So, it was really Mr. Saeki's fault that Mr. Sasajima quit.
I knew something was off when such a kind teacher who cared about us suddenly left.
Kenji-kun, Sakura-san. It seemed they had been peeking through the gap. The two of them opened the sliding door and glared at Mr. Saeki with a look of deep contempt. What are you two doing here? Nothing much. We just wanted to explore the ryokan a bit, since there was some time before the bath. I see. Are you enjoying the field trip?
It would have been more fun if we hadn't heard what you just said, Mr. Sayaki.
Mr. Saiki tried to plaster on his usual fake smile, but the kids' attitudes were cold.
Don't try to cover it up, Mr. Sayaki. So it's true that Mr. Sasajima had to quit because of your bullying. Was he really depressed?
That's straight up bullying. We loved Mr. Sasajima. This is too much. You told us to get along with everyone, but adults are the ones hurting others like this, huh? No, that's not what happened. There's a misunderstanding. Mr. Saiki must not want to lose the trust he has built with the kids. He desperately tried to explain himself to the two of them. In the adult world, responsibility is a big deal. I was just asking Mr. Sasajima if he was fulfilling his responsibilities. But before you lecture others, what about you, Mr. Saiki? Is it okay for adults to ignore people's feelings as long as they're responsible? Well, that's... Mr. Sasajima made a lot of mistakes, so I was just giving him guidance.
I don't think just scolding someone is always right.
Mr. Sasajima said that everyone makes mistakes and has things they're not good at. That's why we help each other out. Did you ever try to help Mr. Sasajima when he was struggling? I felt so happy that they remembered my words. And as they stood protectively in front of me, I couldn't help but feel a tightness in my chest.
When I get home, I'm going to tell my parents that Mr. Sasajima is doing well, and that Mr. Sayaki is a terrible adult.
Me too! I'll tell everyone! Oh, and isn't there something like a helpline? I think I heard about it somewhere. Wait, please! Anything but that! It's impossible to keep this a secret, don't you think? These kids are honest and good-hearted. Unable to cling to the two of them, Mr. Saiki bit his lip in frustration as he found himself cornered.
There you are! Sakura-san and Kenji-kun. You two shouldn't leave the room without permission. Now back to your room. Oh no! Miss Tachibana found us.
See you later, Mr. Sasajima! Thank you both for standing up for me. I'm so glad I got to see how much you've grown. We were happy to see you too, Mr. Sasajima. Miss Tachibana led Sakura-san and Kenji-kun out of the banquet hall. She was about to leave as well, but then she turned back to me.
The other kids said they're happy their regret about not going on the field trip with you has been cleared up. Seeing how much the kids admired you as a teacher made me want to be like that too. Let's make this last day great.
Thank you. Let's do our best. I felt so relieved and happy to be part of the kids' joyful trip, even if it's just for a moment. Even after the kids left, Mr. Saiki stood there in frustration. Then, Miss Hana and our regular guest, Miss Todoka, arrived.
Excuse me? Has Mr. Sasajima done something to offend you? Well, I can't imagine there'd be anything to criticize about Mr. Sasajima's service.
Oh no, it's not that there was a problem.
I see. I overheard your conversation earlier.
Realizing the proprietress had heard everything, Mr. Saiki's demeanor suddenly became erratic.
If that's the case, could you refrain from harassing our staff with your condescending attitude? He's no longer your colleague after all.
Yes, I'm sorry. I apologize for interrupting your work, Miss Hana.
No, it's fine. If you're a guest here, you must have noticed how exceptional Mr. Sasajima's service is. His warmth makes me want to come back to this ryokan over and over again.
Thank you as always, Miss Tanaka.
No need to thank me. We're the ones who always have a great time here.
I made it this far thanks to the help of so many people. Feeling a push from them, I decided to clearly express my thoughts. It's true that I may have been an incompetent teacher who struggled with admin work. But I was surrounded by students and parents who appreciated me, and I loved teaching because every day was fulfilling. I couldn't continue due to depression, but now I'm in a new environment, and I'm living a rewarding life. I can't accept you mocking my current situation, where I believe I found my true calling, and who I am now. You couldn't even handle admin work properly. You were more trusted by students and parents than I was, and now you're doing well at the ryokan too. How infuriating. Mr. Saeki glared at me in frustration, but then the proprietress gave him a sweet smile and said one thing.
Ah, I see. It's jealousy. Male jealousy is quite unbecoming. I'll make sure to report this to your school.
And with that, Mr. Saeki, unable to respond, retreated to his room. The next day, I was saying goodbye to the kids as they stood in line with their luggage.
I'll come back with my parents next time. Please wait for me.
I had so much fun! Stay healthy, Mr. Sajima! Yes, keep up the good work, everyone! I watched the children leave, thinking how I wanted to congratulate them with a smile at their graduation ceremony.
Mr. Sasajima, I'm so sorry.
Miss Tachibana apologized to me. She said she felt very responsible for my depression because she couldn't be of more help. Please, lift your head. Being a homeroom teacher for the first time is tough, right? I'm the one who's sorry for quitting in the middle of it. If I had pushed more work onto her, she might have been crushed too. That's why I don't hold anything against her. She thanked me in the end and promised to become a wonderful teacher, not just for herself, but for me as well, before returning to school. After that, rumors spread that Mr. Saeki had been harassing his colleagues through the students. The school received numerous complaints from students, parents, and even the community. For a week, all the teachers, including Mr. Saeki, were swamped with handling the situation. It severely impacted their work. The position I've been building up! Ugh. And it turns out, Miss Tachibana had secretly recorded the conversation in the banquet hall. That was the final nail in the coffin, leading to a pay cut and eventually his resignation. He never returned to teaching. As for me, I'm now focused on making sure every guest who comes to the ryokan has an enjoyable stay.
Mr. Sasajima, did seeing the kids again make you think about returning to teaching?
Well, a little, but I'm not good with admin work. I love teaching, but maybe it wasn't my true calling. I feel like I'm much more suited to being a maid than a teacher. My place is here, at Hotomeki Ryokan.
You're so reliable.
Miss Hana looks at me gently. I'm so grateful to have met her and to have found this ryokan. Would you consider walking through life with me as my partner from now on? The kindness you've shown me, I'd love to repay it in my own way.
Yes, I'd love to.
Everyone has things they aren't good at. That's why it's important to help each other. But no one should be left behind. I experienced this firsthand during this journey. I'm Junichi Kuroba. I'm 23 years old and got a job at a major food manufacturer as a new graduate after graduating from the University of Tokyo. Since the new employee training, I've been working in the product planning department of the branch office. Hey, what is this proposal? There's no way we could make a product like this ourselves. Let's start over. Jeez, this incompetent person is useless even though he's an elite. I'm very sorry. He's my instructor, Chief Enato Hayama. He yelled at me again today, and... Oh, sorry. That was a bad thing to say, but it bothers me when you make the same mistakes over and over again. That's right. Chief Hayama suddenly softens his attitude. This also happens every time. The reason why I'm so strict is because I have high expectations. Unlike me, you graduated from a good university. That's all I wanted to say. Please resubmit the proposal. Yes, I'm sorry. Is it the same mistake over and over again? I don't remember though. When I returned to my seat, I could hear other employees whispering from behind me, making me uncomfortable.
Kuroba-kun, you were yelled at by Section Chief Hayama again? Well, Chief Hayama's words are bad, but that kind-hearted Chief Hayama is the one to say this much? I wonder if Kuroba-kun is really bad at it.
Well, Chief Hayama is kind towards everyone other than me, and he's still like that even after yelling at me. In addition, I don't really interact with the people around me, so as a result, I get that kind of evaluation from the people around me.
Come to think of it, I was there before. Employees like Kuroba who were yelled at by Section Chief Hayama. Oh, it was there. Have you transferred to another branch? I'm not saying you shouldn't move your mouth at all, but it's about time you move your hands too. Sorry, Director Asahina.
The person who stopped the employees from gossiping was Mika Asahina, manager of the product planning department. The employees who had been gossiping, utter a shout, hurriedly returned to work, and I finally felt relieved.
Thank you for your hard work, Kuroba-kun. Did Hayama-kun yell at you again? I'll talk to him later. Jeez. Hayama-kun's proposals are great, but the way he treats his subordinates is terrible.
I'm not good at communication to begin with, and I don't have any good friends in this department. Manager Asahina is the only person who cares about me. No, it's my fault that I can't do work.
That's not true. Kuroba-kun is doing a great job.
I wish my instructor was Director Asahina. What? Chief Asahina is busy, so what am I thinking? Honestly, Chief Hayama's teaching style is sloppy. He says, "I already taught you," when he hasn't really taught. They never told me specifically what was wrong with the proposal. But since everyone's able to do their jobs with that guidance, I guess it's true that I can't do my job. Dejectedly, I look at the sticky note that says, "Good luck," attached to the edge of my desk. I discovered this sticky note a few months ago. I was returning from the bathroom feeling depressed because my proposal didn't go through. Yeah? Who the hell is this? There was a sticky note with some advice written on it along with the words "good luck." Amazingly, the points for improvement and the proposal are written in an easy to understand manner. This is how a proposal is written. I had never been taught anything like this. In my heart, I call the person who gave me this advice the god of sticky notes. The format of the proposal can be found here. After that, feel free to make a proposal. Wait, Section Chief Hayama, I know how to make a proposal. What kind of spoiled thing is the elite talking about? That much can be done. However, by following the advice on the sticky notes, I was able to organize the format of the proposal. I thought about changing departments, but having such kind seniors made me want to work a little harder. I don't know what it is yet, but I want to thank the sticky note gods someday. With that thought in mind, I was inspired to work. I'm sorry to have kept you so busy, Zenzai-san. I would like to request this. A few days later, I was talking to a female employee to ask for a job. She's Hanako Zenzai. She doesn't respond well to calls, and people around her think she's unmotivated. Also, since my company has many serious-looking people, her flashy appearance stands out. There's even a rumor going around that maybe she joined by nepotism because she was the mistress of someone in the upper echelons of the company. There was no response, so I moved closer to call out to her again. Oh, what?
Wow! What's going on? I was surprised!
What suddenly caught my eye was a sticky note attached to Zenzai's computer. The content is a memo for myself. That handwriting is definitely that of the god of sticky notes. I'm saying this because I've seen it many times. I might be wrong, however, I thought there was no way I could pass up this chance. Zenzai-san, please teach me the work.
It's sudden, isn't it? What happened?
Sorry, but I really want to learn from Zenzai-san, because you're the god of sticky notes. Zenzai-san looks suspicious when I try to explain properly that that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, I understand. There's a pretty goddess at the desk, or something like that. Toilet God, that's a great song. I am the goddess.
Sorry, I know you're saying this even though I'm the one who started it, but it's a little different.
What?
It seems that the character I thought of Zenzai-san was wrong. After that, I was given a thorough explanation of the situation, and was given instructions on the job. The next day, I sat down next to Zenzai-san, feeling a little excited.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Because from today onwards, I can receive guidance from Zenzai-san and Section Chief Hayama is no longer with me. So today, I'm invincible. Chief Hayama was using his paid leave to take a day off starting today, and we didn't plan to see each other for a while.
Even so, I never expected Mikarin to ask me to change seats to the seat next to her.
Mikarin? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Chief Asahina. Mikarin, because her name is Mika.
Are you calling the manager by a nickname?
Yes, that's right. Me and Mikarin are really good friends. So, Kuroba-kun will be Sumin from today. Call me Hana. Hana.
All of a sudden, the distance is getting closer. Gyaru's communication skills are scary.
Well, if it's impossible for Hana, I would like them to stop calling me Zenzai-san. I'm not used to being called, so I often end up missing it.
That's why you didn't respond right away when you were called until now.
Yeah, actually I didn't notice. But it's my fault for not explaining this properly. Thanks to that, some strange rumors have spread, but this is also my own fault.
I shouldn't have accepted rumors without knowing my senior well. Well, then I'll call you Hanako-senpai.
Yeah, thank you, Sumin.
If my communication skills were better, I might have said something more witty. With such regret, I started work that day.
The idea is good, but it seems like the landing point is a little off.
I immediately decided to ask Hanako-senpai to check the proposal that had just been completed.
I think they probably referred to opinions received from the marketing department in past cases. I feel like the background and purpose of the project that Sumin originally envisioned has deviated from the plan, and it feels like it's half-baked. I think the idea that Sumin first came up with will be enough to meet your needs.
What can I say? I'm worried that my ideas won't be accepted. So I thought that if I mixed the ideas of various people, maybe it would be accepted.
Sumin has enough talent to just be Sumin. Be confident, because I guarantee it.
Hanako-senpai's cheerful voice strangely eased the negative feelings I had inside of me.
For example, just now, when that person made a troubled noise, Sumin was glancing at him, right? Weren't you watching because there was something Sumin could do to help?
I couldn't help but be shocked that someone was watching like that. But I was a little scared, thinking that I might be a nuisance if I went there.
It's alright. Sumin can do it. Good luck!
Backed by Hanako-senpai's support, I timidly spoke to the employee. It seems like they don't know where the data they need is located. Although I was hesitant, I told them where the data was stored and the related data that might be needed.
Kuroba-kun is amazing. Thank you. Now I can get my work done in no time.
Yes, I'm glad I was able to help you. I felt so happy and embarrassed that I couldn't help but feel grateful because I was appreciated more than I expected.
I misunderstood Kuroba-kun. Chief Hayama is very gentle and his teaching methods are very thorough. I wonder if there's a good reason why he gets so angry.
I see. However, I don't remember Section Chief Hayama teaching me very carefully.
Huh? Is that so? I wonder if Kuroba-kun didn't explain patiently just because he graduated from the University of Tokyo and is smart. But in any case, it wasn't a good idea for me to arbitrarily decide that Kuroba-kun's performance was bad. I'm really sorry until now.
Thank you, Hanako-senpai! I happily returned to my seat and told Hanako-senpai about the incident.
I'm glad that the misunderstanding has been resolved, Sumi.
Thanks to Hanako-senpai. Seniors are really amazing. I was impressed that even though we had only known each other for a short time, she knew what kind of actions I should take to improve my performance. I feel like she's the ideal senior or boss. As I was unwinding with excitement, Hanako-senpai suddenly looked away. Wondering what was wrong, I held my breath and looked at Hanako-senpai, and saw that her cheeks were slightly red.
Because I understand. Don't praise me so much, it's embarrassing.
Oh, Hanako-senpai is so cute! After that, I managed to finish my work and headed home, unable to control my heart pounding. Hanako-senpai and I commute on different routes, so of course, we return home on different routes. That's why I didn't know.
Yes? Kuroba-kun's proposal is progressing smoothly. The details are...
After work that day, Hanako-senpai made a phone call like that. After that, I continued to brush up on the proposal while consulting with Hanako-senpai. By that time, other employees also realized Hanako-senpai's good personality and excellence, and apologized for their actions up until now. When I wasn't paying attention, Hanako-senpai was smiling as if she was troubled for some reason. Then, around the end of Chief Hayama's holidays, the proposal was finally completed. Isn't it quite a feat? Well then, let's submit Kuroba-kun's proposal to the next planning meeting. Really? My first proposal was praised by Chief Hayama. The proposal will be submitted to a proposal meeting made up of employees at the supervisor level and above. Well, there will be a lot of proposals submitted on that day, including mine, so I don't know if it will be accepted or not. Kuroba-kun, you did a great job. Yes, thank you. I'm really happy that you've grown beyond my expectations. Then, the days passed, and the day of the proposal meeting. I was nervous about what the outcome would be. Hanako-senpai and I were called to the conference room where the proposal meeting was held. Director Asahina, did something happen?
Ah, Kuroba-kun and Zenzai-san. There's something I'd like to confirm with you guys.
The proposal meeting had already ended, as only Director Asahina and Section Chief Hayama were in the conference room.
This proposal was created by you, Kuroba-kun, right?
Yes, that's right. I made it. Huh? When I was checking the proposal that Manager Asahina handed me, I was shocked. It was supposed to be a proposal written by me, but surprisingly, the name of the creator was that of Section Chief Hayama.
That seems to be the case, but how are you going to defend yourself, Hayama-kun?
Well, wait, this plan was created by me. After the holidays that I took a while ago, I worked hard to make it in time for this proposal meeting. Is the general manager gonna believe Kuroba-kun, who has no track record, rather than me, who has contributed to the company up until now?
This proposal was created by Sumin, or rather, Kuroba-kun during Chief Hayama's holidays. I will be your witness.
Hanako-senpai stepped forward as if to protect me, but Section Chief Hayama didn't panic at her testimony. Instead, he smiled fearlessly. Jeez, I don't know what kind of relationship Senzai-san and Kuroba-kun have, but please stop trying to make excuses. I shouldn't say this, but you have a look that doesn't suit our company culture, and it seems like you'll only be assigned simple tasks. An employee who is suspected of joining the company due to a mysterious connection. On the other hand, I am a talented employee who came up with many excellent ideas and was promoted to section manager. Director Asahina, you'll believe me, right? This proposal was created by me after the holidays.
It's been a long time since I last met you, Chief Hayama.
At that time, Chief Hayama and I were overwhelmed by the words Hanako-senpai spoke to us. She doesn't have the usual ghetto-like atmosphere, and to be honest, it's even amazing.
It's true that people won't listen to stories about employees they don't know about. If that was Hanako Takashi's testimony, wouldn't it be more reliable than you, who is a manager at the branch?
Hanako Takashi? Is that really it?
That's right. Since joining the headquarters, I have achieved great results in every department. Hanako Takatsuka was selected as the head of the product planning department at the head office for creating our company's biggest hit product. Zenzai is her mother's maiden name, and she joined this branch to conduct an internal investigation on the orders of the president. Mr. Hayama, I am suspicious that your results do not match your usual work attitude.
Suspicious? Hanako-senpai calmly opens her mouth to interrupt Section Chief Hayama, who's upset.
Chief Hayama, you were actually aware that Kuroba-kun had a promising future. That's why you thought of stealing the project. But if Kuroba-kun sued me, my wrongdoing might be revealed. So, I decided to purposely yell at Kuroba-kun in a place where other employees could see him, making him think he was incompetent. I wanted to make sure that even if Kuroba-kun testified that the project proposal was stolen, people wouldn't believe him. But this time, I will tell you from my mouth that Kuroba-kun started creating a proposal during your holidays. I have already reported the contents of the plan to the president and branch manager. In addition, we also recorded your testimony that you created the proposal after the holidays. Your fraud is now clear. Please give up and think.
Damn! Oh, that's right, this is Kuroba's proposal. Chief Hayama confesses his wrongdoing. The way he talks with a lewd smile makes it seem like his previous gentleness is a lie. I was just making effective use of a person with no communication skills who can only study. Even though I had a good idea. I don't think someone as deep-rooted as Kuroba would have a chance to show it. Generally speaking, communication is the basis of working people. What's wrong with calling people incompetent when they can't even hold a conversation and are just floating around?
It is true that Kuroba was not good at communicating with others. Now, I am gradually being able to discuss work matters with other employees.
Yes, ever since that day when I resolved a misunderstanding with one employee, I've been able to talk to other employees little by little.
Moreover, what you should do as a boss is to develop the abilities of your subordinates. However, making fun of Kuroba-kun, you are incompetent as a boss because you are trying to take credit for him.
What? Hanako-senpai, watch out! When I saw Section Chief Hayama furious and punching Hanako-senpai, I immediately stepped between them.
Sumin!
Ow! Chief Hayama, you understand that hitting someone is a criminal act, right? I'll call the police. Wait, this is different! Stop calling the police! Chief Hayama is in panic, but of course, there's no one to hear his wish. I also did not look away, because this person tried to hit Hanako-senpai, whom I admire. There's no way we can forgive that, right? Shortly thereafter, Chief Hayama was taken away by the police.
I said earlier that there was an internal investigation because Hayama was suspicious, but in reality there was a whistleblowing. Just like Kuroba-kun, Hayama yelled at me and then stole the project. Well, I couldn't say it in front of him so that Hayama wouldn't hold a grudge against the employee.
According to Manager Asahina, the whistleblower was apparently an employee who had been transferred to another branch, as was previously rumored.
So, after talking with Mikorin and the president, I came to hunt down Hayama. It was a familiar move, and Hayama was definitely guilty of something else. I'll squeeze it out later.
Afterwards, Chief Hayama was released from the police and is pursued by the upper management of the company, just as Hanako-senpai had predicted. He reportedly confessed that there were multiple employees whom he cornered and took credit from. When asked about his motive, Chief Hayama said, "I was frustrated that my peers made fun of me for my low educational background, so I wanted to get promoted quickly." Apparently that's what he said. He had a complex about his academic background. One of the reasons I was targeted was because I graduated from the University of Tokyo. If we were to use such a cowardly method instead of a direct attack, all that would remain would be emptiness and a crash. Jeez, did he ruin the future of his subordinates because of such a personal grudge? This can be said to be an act that tarnished the name of our company and hindered its growth. As you're aware, you are scheduled for disciplinary dismissal. We will inform you about the official procedures later, so please stay safe at home until then. Yes. After that, I heard through rumors that former Section Chief Hayama did not seem to be doing well in his re-employment search. It's also said that he's unable to lower his standard of living and has become financially strapped. Sorry, I really don't have any more money. Do not worry. There is a place where you can make money too. Apparently, he was taken away by a man with a scary face. But what is he doing now? Around that time, Hanako-senpai, who had finished her internal investigation and was due to return to the head office, changed her look from a gyaru to a neat-looking woman. Her appearance as a gyaru was intended as disguise, in case Hanako Takashi's appearance was known. Her behavior that was misunderstood by everyone was intentional. By the way, when she revealed her true identity, everyone's mouths dropped open.
Once again, I'm really sorry that it took me so long to catch Hayama's tail. You caused a lot of trouble for Sumin. In the end, he even got beaten up while protecting me.
Even though her appearance may have changed, Hanako-senpai seems to be the same as a gyaru except when she's at work, and my mouth naturally relaxes. After all, she's a senior that I respect. No, I would be lying if I said it wasn't hard, but those days helped me grow. Also, I've been very indebted to Hanako-senpai. I only have gratitude. I have nothing to complain about. Well, if there's anything other than gratitude, I guess it's just that I'm sad that I won't be able to meet Hanako-senpai very often.
Already! That's why I said I should ask Sumin to be transferred to the headquarters too.
Sorry, but I want to be great enough to stand next to Hanako-senpai. In order to do that, I thought I had to grow to the point where I could achieve results on my own and be called to the head office.
He's so stubborn. Well, if Sumin says so much, I'll wait. If it takes too long, I won't be able to wait for Sumin and we'll come to the branch office again.
Yes, I'll do my best not to keep you waiting. Then, I'll muster up the courage and tell you my feelings. The role of superiors and seniors is not to nip subordinates and juniors in the bud. I learned that the key is to create an environment where they can grow freely. If there are juniors or subordinates who have similar problems as me, I would strongly like to be someone who can support them.